back, everyone, to the
What's
Ether
up?
Revolution.
What's up?
My name's Max.
My name's Sim.
We're back with episode 5.
Getting up there, man.
Holy hecka. 5 episodes. So our last one, that was just you and I, we spoke about mindset.
Yeah.
And today we're going to extend on mindset and the power of thoughts and words. We're going to talk about affirmations and manifestations.
Yes, we are.
So, what is affirmation? What is an affirmation?
So affirmation's kind of like you're repeating something over and over again to reprogram your subconscious mind. So if you want to change something about yourself or anything like that, you would say an affirmation over and over again.
Like a phrase, a positive phrase.
Yeah, like a sentence, like a short little sentence, like I am healthy, or something real small like that. That's affirmation. If you keep repeating that enough times to yourself, it will go into your subconscious mind, and you will be healthy. It works.
Because your subconscious doesn't know lies. It doesn't know. I think we talked about that in mindset. But it doesn't know lies. We're going to keep drilling that into everyone about how your thoughts and your words have so much power and they create the vibration that you sit on. And we all know, after repeating so many times, whatever vibration you're on is what you're going to keep attracting back to you into your life.
Yeah, your brain, like what she said, your brain doesn't know if you're actually living in that moment or if it's like not happening to you, you're thinking about it. So, for example, like back in the day, ages ago, just in my my old life, like when I would go to do something bad or anything like that, my brain would automatically take me to the most worst possible outcome ever, which could be like jail or like something like that. So like my mind is already there, like I'm already thinking, oh yeah, fuck, this has already happened, like I'm in a situation now, and your body automatically goes in that mode. Like if you're in the car and you're going somewhere and you're thinking like that, your mind is going crazy. You think you're fucking already, something bad's already happened to you.
Like you get anxiety, you start sweating,
yeah,
your
start
heart
sweating,
is racing.
You start fucking hiding shit under the seat.
All from thoughts, though.
Yeah,
like
all from thoughts.
Can create your body to do that.
Exactly, your body heats up everything. Every single thing that happens, you can flip that and do it for good. Like, look how powerful your body is. People always figure out how powerful their body is when you do something negative, but we're just trying to show you guys that you can do it with positivity as well.
Yeah, like if we can create such intense emotions and feelings from a negative thought, imagine if we could create the opposite outcome with a positive thought. Like imagine what positive thoughts can do, because we all know that positive emotions and thoughts like love, the strongest energy in the world. It's the strongest frequency in the world. And so I used to get that as well, like back when you would party. And
back in the day.
Back when you would party and you would disappear on a bender and you'd be gone for days, and like I would be at home freaking out, like what is he doing? Where is he? And my brain would as most females do, my brain would automatically go into he's cheating on me, and the worst possible situation, I was thinking of that. And obviously I would get like so worked up because he had cheated on me in the past. And so also that emotion was very familiar for me. So it was easy for me to tap into those emotions. It was easy for me to feel like I was getting cheated on when I didn't know if I was getting cheated on, because I knew that emotion. And then towards the end, and when we broke up, like I just got to a state where I didn't connect to those emotions anymore, because I sat there and I was like, why am I going through the whole process of getting cheated on when I don't even know if that's happening? Like, why am I living in that before that's happened? Yeah. And so that's just another example of like shutting down those emotions and realizing that you're wasting energy on something that hasn't happened. So yeah, being able to flip that into positive, like
Yeah,
if we can create that energy and put that around a positive thought, like imagine how strong that can work for us.
yeah, hard out.
Oh, that's your
That's,
affirmation
that's my
alarm right
affirmation
now.
alarm. But yeah, no, yeah, that was another example of like how powerful our body and mind is. Like you can put yourself in any situation at any time, and that's what we do with our affirmations. So like, yeah, I do it for my boxing as well before I go for a fight, or like if I'm gonna go into a fight camp, I'll add boxing affirmations in, like I am faster than my opponent, or like I have knockout power in my right hand, just things like that, and I'll just keep affirming that into my head. So when I do get into the situation in the ring, and I like land a clean right hand, my mind's already saying that, like subconsciously, that I have knockout power, and it just builds your confidence up. It's like you've been there already because I have been there because I've been repeating my affirmations.
And that's the whole way you make affirmations work for you, is like truly believing in them. Like of course it's, I know a lot of people have those apps where you can be sent an affirmation and then you read it out, or they have affirmation cards in the morning and you can shuffle them and read your affirmation for the day. But those are great, like any sort of positive words about yourself, or having a positive conversation with yourself is great. But if you want your true deep desires to come true, you have to write your own affirmations. Like they have to come from you, because you're just reading something someone else has written and it doesn't resonate with you. It doesn't hit.
Yeah.
So for me, I get really descriptive with mine as well. Like, for example, like this year I really wanted to get a lot better with my social media and be consistent, and so I wrote some affirmations on my list that were to do with that, and they're descriptive. I also start with I am, because I am is a really, really powerful phrase that's that's affirming to yourself that that is what you are, like I am that. And then descriptive. So one of my affirmations for my social media was I'm grateful to be earning an abundant income from my social media. And that's worked for me so far. Like I'm now getting paid for posts on my social media, and it's worked for me. Or I'm consistent with my social media and I have an engaged following. So it's not just I'm good at social media, like it's descriptive. I'm consistent. That's one thing I wanted to be doing with my social media. I'm consistent with my social media and I have an engaged following. That's just a couple of examples that I've used for mine.
Nice. Yeah, I hear you say them all the time. Sometimes
I literally know yours off by heart.
sometimes our alarms will go off at like 10 minutes apart, and I could hear her in the back of the house. I am doing it.
I'm healthy. I'm strong. I'm fight fit.
Yeah.
I like know the first part of yours off by heart.
Yeah. So I got like I've like set mine out. So like I've got my like first 5 affirmations is like I got my health, and then my next one's like work things, like I am appreciated at work. I am well compensated at work. And then my last ones are like boxing. But with your affirmations as well, like your body knows if you're just saying it with no emotion. Like you got to add emotion and energy to make that affirmation happen. Just like when you get into those hostile situations and you get all nervous, like you got to use that. You got to remember that every time. So what I do, I try and be like, I try to think of something happy before it. So I'll like try and get in the zone and like think of something happy, and then I'll start my emotions. So you're like mixing all the chemistry, and then your body will actually produce what you want. Your body knows when you're not saying it properly. It's scientifically proven as well.
Yeah, it is scientifically proven. And a man that we follow, Dr. Joe Dispenza, he is like a genius with that shit. Like he's behind a lot of the scientists that have proven a lot of this, like this kind of research that they do is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And so he's broken down that having your heart and your head in coherence together is what really attracts what you want into your life. So your head being the part of you that sets the intention, sets the affirmation, and then your heart. So what your heart has to do is, like, to give a materialistic example, something easy for everyone to relate to, because I think manifesting emotions and like things like that into your life, well, not emotions, but manifesting like abundance of love and things like that, it's a lot harder to relate to. I think it's like a bit of, yeah, I think everyone wants materialistic shit in their life. So like, you know, when you get a new car or a new phone or even just like a new item of clothing and you feel that warmth in you, you're like so excited about it, you're like, oh my gosh. So that is your heart, like that is your heart's reaction to a physical thing. So if you can create that feeling, that warmth, that oh my god, I have this, before you have that, that is when you have a head and heart coherence. And it's scientifically proven that when you have those two things in a line, you create a full magnetic field around you. And when you have that magnetic field around you, is that magnet is pulling things, the things that you want, in towards your life. It is science, like literally proven.
Yeah, hard
It's
out.
so cool.
Yeah.
And this is something I've just discovered. Like I've been doing affirmation. We've both been doing affirmations for like 7 months now. But this is something that I've only just discovered about the magnetic field, and I'm like literally this weekend I've discovered this.
Yeah.
So that's like something I'm going into my like next week
Yeah.
that I'm going to be definitely working on and bringing into my life, because it just makes so much sense, and seeing the science behind it is so cool.
Yeah, hard out. Hard. And that's kind of like going into like what we're talking about next as well, like the manifestations. Like if you can get those two things in a line and get into manifestations, it's the same principle.
Yeah.
So like manifesting is kind of like getting an idea from your head and bringing it into reality. That's the difference from the affirmations. So affirmations, remember, it's words that you're repeating to your subconscious mind out loud to reprogram your subconscious mind. With manifestations is ideas from your head coming into reality. So everything right here that we're sitting on and using has all been manifested before. So one day someone's thought about this mic in their head, and then they've pulled it out of their head and started breaking it down how they can make it happen. And now, boom, we've got a mic. That's like everything. We manifested this podcast, like.
Yes, we did.
And by doing that, it was like just when me and her would bounce back ideas like with each other, we'd be like, oh, one day we're going to be sitting on the couch and we're going to have mics like talking like da 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 and have special guests on.
Yeah.
And then boom, it happened. That's a manifestation. And then when you do realize like manifestations happening in your life, it could be something little as well. Once you do notice the little things happening, it just makes it way easier to start manifesting.
I feel like it kind of happens fast as well. Like when we were talking about starting a podcast, we didn't talk about it for long before we were doing it.
Yeah.
You know, like we were away in the South Island traveling, and this was the summer just gone, and I was saying to Tim, I think I want to start a podcast, and then we didn't even know like what we really wanted to do with the podcast. We knew that we were going through something and we're at the very start of our journey, and we wanted to share that journey with people and like get people to jump on our journey and like all grow together.
Yeah.
But we didn't really know what we were going to call it and like what we were going to do. I feel like we came up with our name before we
knew what we were going to do.
Yeah, we came up with our name before we knew what we were, like what our purpose was behind it.
Yeah, hard.
And then our name kind of, after that, I think I started manifesting us doing it. And then that's when the concept came and things like that. So it can like add things to your life as well that, you know, like once you're manifesting on something, it's like all the topics around it come and fill up as well. And then that's what makes it go so fast. And before you know it, we're like sitting on the couch. And this is the exact vision that I had.
Yeah, hard. And I still remember like when we did come up with the name as well. We're going through that gorge in the
Me
South
too.
Island.
I was literally just thinking about that. My little red notebook.
Yeah, yeah, we were going through that gorge and like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was
We were
nuts.
listening to Billy Carson podcast at the
Yeah,
time.
because our emotions were so attached with it that like it's
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
Like that's you got to have your emotions attached with your ideas, otherwise nothing's gonna happen.
You know what it was? It was like the day after New Year's Eve as well. So like we had sat down and set we had sat down in the caravan and we like put the kids to bed. Obviously it was our first sober New Year's and we were drinking. What were we drinking?
I don't remember.
What's it called? Purple Egypt? No, Blue Lotus. We were drinking Blue Lotus
No,
tea.
yeah.
Blue Lotus tea
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Egypt. And we were just like manifesting and talking about all our dreams for the year and like what we're going to do. And then the next day we were like traveling through that gorge, and that's when we started thinking, okay, we're actually going to do a podcast. Like, let's get a name and shit so that we can manifest ideas around it.
Yeah, hard out. Yeah, manifesting is easy as well. It sounds like a big scary name, but you can do it for anything. Like
Yeah.
even if you want like a pair of shoes, like anything, you can do it for anything. And the trick with it as well is you gotta be in that mode already. Like you can't be like wanting something because that's telling the universe that you don't have it. You gotta be actually in that moment. Like I do it with my car. Like I straight up do this every day, and I just picture myself in a Ferrari, and like I like rub my like steering wheel and pretend it's like the horse, but it's actually Toyota. But I do it every single day, and I'll like sit like I'm in a Ferrari, play like loud Nipsey Hussle or something, and I'm like looking out the window, like acting like I'm actually, because your body doesn't know. And like when you get so deep in this, you can just start manifesting anything. So mark my words, I will be in a Ferrari.
Speaking of Nipsey Hussle, master manifester, affirmation guy,
Yeah, hard out.
his music.
His music's all affirmations and all about manifestations as well, and the streets. But he's very spiritual, and that's why I connected with him real well. He's taught me a lot from all his interviews and everything like that. If you guys want to tap in with him as well, I reckon do it. Yeah, listen to Nipsey Hussle. But yeah, if you guys do want to get into manifestation as well, it's just acting on your ideas. Like waiting isn't creating. You can't wait around and like be like, oh, I'll just wait for my kids to get a little bit older, or like,
Yeah, it's now.
oh, I got to just do this first, or just get it done. Even if you can't get it done right now, just make the plan. Like everybody has spare time in their life to make a plan. So if you do ever come up with an idea, this is what I do. So I'm just telling you what I do. When an idea comes to my head straight away, I'll go on my notebook and write it down, or you guys can go in your notes and start breaking it down and making a plan. And then when you can start doing that, you start doing with everything, and then everything becomes easy. And then life, like you just turn into a magnet. Everything you want just comes straight to you. It actually
real.
happens like that.
For real.
Yeah.
I find the same with my affirmations, and if I have an off week and I'm not saying my affirmations, I feel those parts of me like go down. Like, for example, the kids had just been so sick last week, and then like you had Auckland champs and obviously staying away and stuff. Like affirmations were just something that I put on the back burner and I just didn't do for the week. And I only uploaded 2 videos on TikTok when normally I'm every day, sometimes twice a day. But it's like, just because I didn't do my affirmations, or even like I wasn't on top of things, because another one of my affirmations is I'm productive with my time management and I have time for everything in my day. I wasn't repeating that, obviously. And like I let the house get on top of me. I let, I just let the whole week overwhelm me. And it's the same with meditation. Like I didn't meditate all week, and I've just been like on this like downward spiral. My vibration was super low, and so like when your vibe is low, all this weird shit happens. Like just anything, like I would go with my breakfast to sit down and like drop it, or like just low vibe random little things.
Yeah.
And so when you're having like a rough week or whatever, those are the time when you actually need to lean into your spirituality. Like, those aren't the times where you think like, oh fuck, I'm not gonna have time for my affirmations or manifesting or my meditation this week because, like, you know, I've just got way too much shit to do. Whereas actually that's when you need it the most. That's when you lean into your spirituality, because that's when it's going to work the most. And that's another thing that I learned off Joe Dispenza, is when you're in the moment where like something's not going well and you can bring yourself back, that is when the biggest growth happens. He said that the best meditators in the world are the ones, well, not like that you can be good at meditating, but like your best meditations and the most growth that you can get from meditating is at the beginning of your meditation journey. Because if you can sit there in your thoughts and then like wander off in those thoughts and be like, oh fuck, I'm supposed to be resting my mind, and then bring your mind back to the present moment, that is when you're doing the most growth. So like, it's the same as when you're down and having hard times. Like, don't dwell on that too much, because just know that the best times are coming and it's making room for like a lot of awesome shit to happen in your life. So yeah, if you ever get like mixed up in your week and you just don't have time to do your affirmations, don't listen to that voice, just keep up with it.
Yeah, hard. Even when you do, like, this is what I constantly battle with as well. Like, when stuff does happen to me that's bad in my life, it's actually just a challenge from the universe.
Yeah.
Like, just like when you play video games and you get to the last guy on a fucking level, it's this big boss and it takes you like fucking 3 days to beat. But once you beat him, you're on this new level in this new world. You're like running around and shit, you know? It's just like that.
Yeah, that's such a good way to look at it, actually.
And like, you got it. Like, that's how I just try, and every little problem that comes to me, I'm like, I just thank the universe. I'm just like, oh yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
I must be leveling up because this shit's fucking taking me ages.
Even
like,
just changing the wording around it, like you said, like from a problem to a challenge.
Yeah,
like,
hard.
You know,
Yeah.
something to work through.
Yeah.
You know,
So if you're getting
growth at the end of it.
Yeah, hard. If you're getting no problems, no issues, and you're just cruising, just going to work, coming home, going to work, coming home, you're not doing anything. You're stuck on level 1.
Yeah. Autopilot.
You want to be challenging yourself, like, whenever you can. Even on my smokos, like, I'm not even scrolling my phone. I'm reading books. And like, the boys on my sites like the boys that work for us are doing the same thing. Some of the boys are reading books now, or like the boys are training before work. Like, there's always time. You can always make time to level up and challenge yourself.
But that's, again, like with manifesting, it's like, it's not something you do and then boom, you wake up and you have all those things. It holds you accountable to work harder. You know, like if you're manifesting something into your life, you're going to work harder towards it, because it gives you a weird power that keeps you accountable to shit, eh?
Yeah, hard out. Yeah.
Like, it's going to lead you to work harder.
Yeah. Even if you are struggling to get into manifestation, start a little group. Like, me and the boys done that, and we used to video call each other. We had a little, like, not a spiritual group, but like a little group that would talk about our goals and stuff that we're manifesting, and like our affirmations and all that. So if you need to have like accountability buddy, get one.
Yeah.
Get one, because it helps. And you can like both think about ideas that are in your head and then write them out, and then you can chase each other up like every second day.
For real.
And it works.
Even DM us.
Yeah, even hit us up with your like goals and your plans. If you just put it out there, your manifestations, if you put it out there in the open, you'll get it done. You'll have a more higher percentage of getting it done than not. Because no one knows your ideas, you know.
Something I want to try is, I just never done it, I don't know why, is vision boards. Like, I've seen those be super successful for people in the past. That's another cool thing to do with your friends. If you guys are all, you know, trying your best to stay sober and you're looking for an activity, like, all get together, make vision boards.
Yeah.
You know?
Hard.
Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I got 16 affirmations on the go. I almost know the whole thing off by heart. So like, but I often just bring it up in my notes in case I forget one or two. It is good to end up eventually knowing them off by heart, because I do feel like when I say mine off by heart, I feel it more rather than reading it.
Yeah, hard.
Like I put the emotion behind it a
Yeah,
lot more.
you can act more.
Yeah.
I don't know how much affirmations I got because I know them all off by heart. I probably got like 20 or something.
Yeah.
But I make sure you have to put I am before them because you have to. You can't say like, what's one without I am?
What do you mean?
I have, or like I want da 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 da. You have to have it already. Like you have to be that. You have to be that person already.
One of mine was starting the podcast, just being better at talking. Like I'm a great speaker with a vast vocabulary, and my words and conversations come through with clarity and ease.
Woo!
It's hot.
Yeah, that's hot, baby. Love it when you spit.
Yeah, I am before everything. Like if you ever zoom up on the screen or something, you can't really show it, eh? Well, I just have I am before every single one. But so I go into my calendar. Tim does his as alarms. I use my calendar because, you know, I never know when I could be sneaking out of a child's room while I've put them to sleep, so I don't need an alarm. So mine are just, I go through my calendar and I do, I think, 8 a.m., 11 a.m., 2 p.m., 4 p.m., 6 p.m., 8 p.m. So it's 6 times a day. Yeah, so like 6 times a day is when they'll just like come down on my screen and they don't go away until I swipe up. And I ain't allowed to swipe up until I've read my affirmations, said my affirmations.
Yeah, I got some that you can copy that would help you guys out. I got one. I'm in control of my future. I vibrate on the highest level to receive the highest abundance. I'm grateful for the knowledge I receive from the universe. And every day in every way, I'm getting better.
That's a classic one, actually.
Yeah.
Every day and every way.
Every day in every way. There's
My dad
scientific.
used
If you
to
type
make us
that in on
repeat that.
Google, there's so much scientific proof behind that affirmation. They did it back in the day in a hospital, and it like the percentage of people that got cured after they started repeating the affirmation for like a set amount of time is crazy. So go research it.
It's like the placebo effect.
Yeah,
like
hard.
you know when you hear about people going in and having these, like, say they need like a cortisone injection or something, you know, to stop pain or like inflammation in their hand, and the doctors have actually just done like a saline
Yeah, say
injection, and they're like, oh my god, it feels so much better, when actually they haven't had the cortisone injection.
Yeah, hard.
But because they think they've had it, their brain has believed that they're okay now and they're healed. That's just another like example of how powerful our brains and our thoughts are.
Yeah, hard out. Yeah, if you want some scientific proof, look up placebo, the placebo effect.
Yeah.
There's so much cases.
Unreal.
There's trials that happen every day on it, and
There's
people get
that
cured
have
from
had
nothing.
fake surgeries.
Yeah,
like had their knees fully opened up, like they've got scars from it, open up, and told them they've had a knee reconstruction, and there's been
nothing.
And they're like, wow, I'm so limber.
Yeah, but everything like, here, take this pill every day for the next 2 weeks, and you'll be cured. And it's just a sugar pill. Like that's another. Yeah, that's crazy. I was supposed to talk about that, like you brought it up, because that's real proof on like how powerful we are.
Yeah, Joe Dispenza, again, Dr. Joe Dispenza, I could highly recommend his book, Becoming Supernatural, is unreal. Even just the first story of the woman healing herself is crazy, but he does these big conventions and retreats all around the world, and he shows people how to heal themselves with positive thoughts and meditation. It's just insane how powerful we really are. Like, we really are supernatural.
Yeah. He definitely teaches people how to manifest their bodies to be fixed.
Yeah.
With nothing, no medical attention, nothing.
Like, I'm talking about people that were paralyzed.
Fully paralyzed, and he just teaches them how to use their mind.
Riddled with tumors and cancer. Like, this is real shit as well. Like, real shit.
Yeah. There's cases out there. Go do the research today.
Yeah, go and have a look.
After you guys do all the research, you guys will start manifesting whatever you want.
We will put in the description as well. Like, I'll put in Dr. Joe Dispenza, his books.
Yeah.
Whatever we do.
And some other golden rules as well for when you're manifesting. your ideas or anything like that. You have to be in that moment. You got to act like you've got it already.
Yeah.
You can't be wanting, you can't desire things.
Creating that coherence of your heart again.
You got to be
gotta
in that
feel
moment as much as you can. As much as you can. Try be in that moment as much as you can, and it'll happen. It'll 100% happen. So you got to mix your emotions with everything you say, like your affirmations and your manifestations, and try be in the moment. Don't desire things. Act like you've got it already. And those are the only little golden rules that I really live by with my manifestations.
Yeah. Create your own. Drop the affirmation cards. No, it's all positive energy that you're putting out there at the end of the day. So, but yeah, you want your real things to happen. It's got to come from you.
Yeah, and you want to manifest the reality as well. Don't manifest money. You can. I'm just saying, but it's not going to last. Like, you want to manifest the reality, like
your lifestyle,
like a crazy house, the way you're living, clean eating, like just try manifest the reality. The money is just the exchange of energy that will happen when you do get on that level.
Hard out.
So don't worry about money.
And that's the same as like we spoke in mindset as well. Like your self-conception. Like when your concept of yourself is like how you think, like the lifestyle that you want. Like people always say to us like, fuck, how do you guys stay in the weekends, and how do you not drink? Like, fuck, I just, and we don't even flinch. Not one thought ever crosses my mind that I want to go out and write myself off. It's not the lifestyle that I manifested for myself. So it's not hard. Like, I don't find that decision. There is no decision.
Yeah, hard out.
Because this is what I want. This is the life that I want. And again, my self-concept creates my reality. So I don't think of myself as a girl that parties and does drugs. Like, I think of myself as a clean, like...
elegant angel.
A clean, elegant angel. And that's what I am.
So yeah, just make sure you guys do your research and write in the comments as well if you guys need help as well. Even just DM us. DM us if you need as well. And start manifesting and start your affirmations.
Yeah.
Make sure you put I am before everything. I am. And be descriptive. It's magic. Words are magic. That's why it's called spelling.
You're casting spells.
Casting spells when you talk.
All right, well, thanks for tapping in, guys.
Yeah, thanks for tapping in.
See you next time.
Hope you've evolved. See you next time, man.
Peace.